you all the time. Pineapples are in my head. Got nobody 'cause I'm with it. Oh my god, hi Calamity! I'm working on my audio. I turned down the audio for the Steven Universe music thing because I was listening back to the stream and I was like, oh, it's a bit loud actually. So I turned that down. Hopefully it's a bit better. And I'm gonna continue. I did some flat colors for our little goat pony friend. And I can continue soon. The music's too loud. Oh, interesting. Okay, I don't think it's that then. Maybe I turn this down. Ooh, yeah, this is what I need to turn down. Okay, yeah, okay, that should be better. I turned down, in actual OBS, the volume of the the volume capture. Maybe that'll be a bit better. That's the goal. Okay, I forgot about that level. Maybe I can lower the music even more. I don't know how low it has to go before you can't hear the music as well, because we've got to balance it. Just a little time, just a little something I can do. Just a little. Oh my goodness, as you can see, I've made a Tiffany bingo. I ran out of ideas. If you have any, feel free, and we can expand the bingo, but I don't. So far I have a 3x2 bingo. Not a particularly useful graph. That yawn really hurt for some reason. That was strange. Okay, I've locked those windows so that they don't move. Oh wait, actually, I might. Not like that. Yeah. You did spy the bingo. Always save the day. And if you think we can, we'll always find a way. That's why the people of this earth believe in garnet and okay. You know, I'll keep keeping tabs, so if at any point the audio messes up, you know, the music gets too loud, do tell me. Yahoo! Oh, actually, I accidentally left it on while I went to dinner, so it actually kept going. It's nearly done, so we should actually pick a new thing to listen to. Tempted to do Breath of the Wild ambiance. A lot of options. I will fight the name of Rose Quartz and everything that she believed in. I will fight for the world I was made in. The earth is everything I've ever known. The odds are against us, it won't be easy, but we're not gonna do it alone. Always save the day, and if you think we can't, always find a way. All the people of this world believe in garnet, amethyst, and pearl. And Steven! Oh no, my YouTube tab has... Okay, it's fixed itself. That's okay. Yeah, I'm not really into RPG Maker, so... Oh, and it's done! And we still don't have any music. What do I like? Maybe, hold on. Literally drawing a pony. Emotional, meaningful MLP songs. What? Let's be emotional. Oh my god! Hi ABCs, welcome back. I realized I could put on My Little Pony music to have in the background. I hope you guys can hear it. I did turn down the volume. I can turn it up a little bit, but you know, priority is hearing me, because I'm the important one.
Told my whole life what to do, what to say. No pony showed me that there might be some better way. And now I feel like I'm lost, I don't know what to do. The ground is sinking away, I'm about to fall through. Would you believe?
I do really like My Little Pony songs. They're absolutely delightful. Oh, ABC, if you have any ideas for my Tiffany bingo, it's just a bunch of things that I do when I'm drawing. Feel free, because I ran out of ideas and we don't have a fully fledged bingo board. It's 1 a.m. ABC, go to bed. Oh my goodness. I'm not much better. I don't sleep very regularly. Could have caused so much heartache. Oh, why? Ooh, oh my goodness. I accidentally closed everything. It's okay. We're okay. I didn't close things in a wrong way. I am indeed calling kettle black when I say go to sleep. Oh no, it's My Little Pony Old Lang Syne. Same. Long ago. The eye is really awkward. have anything else left to talk about. I've said everything now. Oh, the music's actually pretty loud for me. Reminder, please tell me if you can't hear me. Very essential that you can hear me, of all people. It can indeed stare into it's staring at me! I can't handle this! I have hydrated recently. The real question is, have you hydrated recently, Calamity? Okay, that works. Science guns right. The way this implies that Applejack is British. Okay, let's do these fun patterns on the feet. They look a little bit like mud. I think it's really cute. Oh my god, I forgot the freckles. Guys, Tiffany bingo. Tiffany forgot an important important detail. Hello, Bubblegum Pie, newbie. I love your profile picture. I can't see it too well because it's just in chat, but that's wonderful. Oh right, I was doing the freckles. Because Tiffany bingo, I did forget to do the freckles before, and I did intend to do them, so it counts as forgetting. Oh, wrong brush. Oh. Oh my god, wait, is this one from, this is from Equestria Girls. Yeah! Equestria Girls mention. Drawing a teacup is such an incredibly specific thing to put on a bingo. I'll consider it, yes. that tickles me. What's more that's out there? There we go. It's really less of a bingo and more of a take a shot every time Tiffany does this thing. It's me, I'm Tiffany. That's me right now. Anyways. Alright, back to what I was meant to be doing, which is these cute little feet. Oh my goodness, yeah, it should be take a shot of water every time Tiffany does one of these things. I hope our dear friend Dead Zone reappears for this stream, because I am planning on doing a little sneak attack on him. Them. Who knows? Alright, let's do something like that. Ooh, kettle in the teacup, that makes sense. Every time Tiffany makes a reference to tea, this is very relevant since I'm British. Though it may not appear that I'm deceptive like that. Cute. I love these little feet details on pony OCs. It's just so sweet. Sorry, I moved my canvas way more than I thought I did. I was unaware that I did so much traveling on my canvas. Certainly more than I do in real life. I mean, I often get asked if I have an if I'm from America because of my accent. So, but yeah, definitely next to you, I would have a way British accent. Oh my god, you hear the British? Nicest thing I've ever heard. I've never been so happy to be called British. Do I know this song? I don't think I know this song. Apple Bloom. No one remembers your songs. Where did my... Oh, there it is. I was looking for the remote for my fan. Sweet girl is doing her best to keep me nice and cool, and it is not working. Lovely. I can do this back foot. Okay, so our main details are kind of that shape. Oh god, I'm lagging. This is the heat. No! My laptop really needs to pull it together. You can do it! Come on. Stay strong. You can do it. Because the alternative is terrible. I don't want to stop. I must keep streaming. I don't have anything to say at the moment, though. You guys just have to listen to my aimless rambling as I try and figure out a more productive, coursive topic. Ooh. I got this. We got this. We got this together. Ooh, maybe not. It's the festival of friendship. We must survive. We must survive. They can't get us. I will not be defeated. I like how the patterns on their hooves look a bit like mud splatters. It's really cute. Oh yeah, the sun is so wonderful, except when it's the sun. Hello again, Bubblegum Pie. Nice to see you're still here. Ooh, pick a thing and explain the lore. As we said, I don't know. As we said, I don't know MLP or Steven Universe. True, I could just explain Steven Universe from beginning to end. It all started with Gem Glow, episode 1. I don't know how to explain the My Little Pony lore comparatively. My Little Pony lore is a bit more insane. Oh no, ABCs, you're moving soon! Oh yeah, it'd be really hard for a D&D party as well if you're in person. That's terrible. It's a summer from uni right now for me, and my D&D party is, we contemplated doing it online, but it just never came, like,
it just didn't end up happening, so we're kind of postponed till the actual course time starts again. I need an ice pack for my laptop, I swear. It's really not handling this well. Ugh, I'm really postponing my least favorite part about drawing ponies, which is the cutie mark. It's just so hard. I can't handle it. Okay, I think I'm gonna do the horns like this, sort of. Using the eraser to get the shape of the horn, I think, is a bit better. I like how it looks a bit more than the alternative of just drawing it in. Oh. I suppose an online D&D party sounds really difficult. I know many a time I've had to calm down the group, so I've had to yell above them, but it's kind of hard to yell above people when you're the same volume the whole time. I can draw the cutie mark! Another bingo square. Tiffany can't draw what she said she'd draw. Hello, P-Dash. Are your farts better than ARTFIGHT's farts? We've gotta have a competition. What did I just say I was going to write here? That chooses to draw something she knows good well she can't. There we go, that's perfect. Oh no, it doesn't quite fit. Alright, let me get this one to the bottom. Come on, you can do it. We gotta make sure it fits so that I can make sure. I genuinely will, like, tell the lore of Steven Universe if you guys are into that. Oh, it's about farts because, ARTFIGHT is called ARTFIGHT, but it's like art fart. I don't actually know, like, the story behind why. It's a specific quote, my farts are better than ARTFIGHT's farts. I don't know what that is. I really couldn't tell you. Alright. I've made a new bingo. Oh my god, wait! If I save the file anew, it replaces it. That's wonderful! That's perfect for me. I don't have to replace it every time. Okay, that's great. I really appreciate that. This song is really quiet. I love this one. DJ, turn the volume up! I'm the DJ. I have made all the lessons that I have learned, but I wonder where now, where all is meant to be. I don't know how to travel to a future that I can't see. I wear this crown. I'm a princess. Yes, it's true. Banger song, banger song. Everyone enjoy, you'll play your part. Sung by Twilight Sparkle. After she was a princess. Wanna do all that I can. I wanna make a contribution. Wanna be a part of the plan. These uncertain, that's sometimes hard to take. It'll be much clearer with every new choice you make. Karaoke time, yes. I do enjoy it a lot. I think I like that. In this song, Luna's voice reminds me a lot of Rarity's, and it makes me wonder if maybe they share a voice actor. I don't think they do, but it'd be funny if they did. Oh, I think I can get away with distracting myself with one more detail. As the sun rises, so does the moon. In every heart, you are a princess. Oh, don't worry, don't worry, wow. Don't worry, ABC. We don't mind. I'm not even paying attention to stream stuff most of the time. I'm just gonna leave them on YouTube unless I really don't like how a stream went, and I'll just be like, let's delete this. You don't need, like, my original testing stream, which was like 20 seconds long because I didn't even know I was, like, broadcasting properly. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing over here. I should totally make Calamity my moderator. Not all the time, just when they happen to be here. I don't think I like what I'm doing with the hair. Let's see, hold on. Let me get a few more details, and maybe I do like how the hair is. I do like it kind of like this. I'd love to give you mod wings. That would be really fun. Put you in charge, stress you out every time I'm streaming to be like, oh no, she's not got a moderator today because I didn't come. Calamity, the mod to end all mods. You all get asked what your job is. It's mod. Yeah, BC, we're happy to have you. My screen's misbehaving, but it's not crashing or doing anything too bad, so fingers crossed I will continue to my laptop will continue to behave. It's never done this much all at once. I do not have a powerful CPU. Honestly, moderator is a great thing to have on your CV. Oh my god. Ah! It's hydration time! That's one of your mod roles. You have to make sure everyone's hydrating. I'm not sure how I feel about what I've been doing with the hair, but I'm gonna continue with it. I think it's what I'm gonna do, even if I'm not sure about it. This is how it's gonna go. I must commit. I mean, anything to pad out a CV, you know? These days, job market's hard. Hi, Siven 11. Siven 11. Oh my god, it rhymes. I love that. Nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. How are we doing today? Have you popped in from the art fight chat? Presumably not. Or are you just scrolling YouTube and you've gone, ooh, a stream? Oh, oh dear. We're doing okay. We might have to add to the bingo. Tiffany has lag issues because she's running 50 programs on her regular laptop. Oh, it's the extended My Little Pony intro. It kind of looks like bubblegum, the hair, because of the way I've done it, even though they're just shortcake. Alright, most of the cutie mark isn't going to be that visible. Let's see if I can figure out kind of how the cutie mark's going to look in here. It's these two layers. Oh, no. So this is the area which is the cutie mark area that we can see. So it's about that area. Yeah, like that. So the strawberry's somewhere around here. Oh, okay, we can't actually see that much of it. I have been blessed. I might just copy paste this. Oh, thank you, the tail. This is a My Little Pony OC, this one, yeah, that I'm doing for the art fight. I'm being a bit sneaky, and I'm going to be using the free transform tool for this cutie mark. I have never heard this version of the My Little Pony intro, this extended version that apparently exists. Talby taking their new tentative moderator role very seriously. Gotta keep everyone informed. Alright, song just ended. I think I'm done with flat colors and line art, so we are gonna have a little water break. Hydrate, everyone. Make sure you've got some water with you. My water's actually almost out. I should create myself a little BRB save screen. Let's shade first. I'm gonna do some shading. I wasn't sure if I was gonna shade because of yeah, I just wasn't sure if I was gonna shade, but I think I shall. Yes, I shall. Alright, everyone, we're pulling out the multiply layer. Love a multiply layer. Really so versatile and useful. Ooh, why are we having an issue? Oh, I've done it again. I've messed up my layers. I've merged the wrong layers. That's I gotta add that to the bingo. It merges the wrong layers.
Oh, look at that! I've almost filled the bingo card. Clearly, it's not going to be difficult to to fill out the bingo.
Less so a bingo card, more of a she did this so it's time to hydrate card. The Leias! My precious Leias! Come on. There we go. Yes, replace it. Replace that PNG. Very good, everyone. How are we doing today? Oh, the song's ended. Oops, did notice. Ooh, what shall we listen to next? Anyone got any instrumental recommendations? We've done Steven Universe, we've done My Little Pony. We can do Steven Universe again. I am so down for it. Oh, bye, Siphon. There we go. I figured out how to make you a mod. Calamity, you are now you officially have moderation capabilities. Near Automata. I don't know this one. Let's hear it. This one? You have wings! Look at you go! Oh, Lime's character? Is it Zero? Oh, I know her name. I know this is the one. Let's play this one. Ambient fantasy. I think I am going to quickly make myself a little card to say, hey, I'm going to take a little break. To be, that's so obvious. That's really sad that I didn't see it. There we go. This is exactly what I want. Let's make this a bit larger. Yeah, that's beautiful. I think I'm gonna make it just, ooh, yeah, let's make it just a bit larger on every side. Ooh, not 112, 12. Let's do the background as black, I think. Just black. Black works. Yeah. And then text we shall do in the piss yellow. Because piss yellow is correct. It is the right color. Yeah. Alright, let's pick a font for this. Might do the same font I've been using for everything else, which is this one. I love this font for stuff like this. Ooh, maybe a little smaller. 35. That's beautiful. I'm so glad to have you guys here with me on this journey of becoming a streamer, apparently. I don't think I'll be like an influencer or anything, but you know, I like to have people pop in. We can chat a bit. Lord knows I can chat for the entire kingdom and some. I do like this font. Yes, I like it there. Should I write anything at the bottom? I don't have any ideas for the bottom. Ooh. Ooh, oh, no, no, no. Let's see. I have not seen My Adventures with Superman. I don't watch a lot of shows. I'm very, I don't change much. Alright, there we go. That's beautiful. Let's save you as Tiffany. We'll back. Save as a PNG. Oh, we're really having some struggles here. We could totally do Steven Universe lore. Let's see. Ooh, should I go chronological order in terms of actual time? Or chronological order in terms of the series? I think in terms of time would actually be easier. Ooh, here we go. Ooh. This is your official reminder that you need to send me a silly video later, Calamity. I am very easily amused. I do not doubt that I will find it hilarious. Ooh. Considering this is my comedy. No, it's too big. That's what she said. Not my best work. It is not cropped well, but you know. Yeah, because my actual channel is called Tiffany placesacross, because I use placesacross as my username for most things. It didn't. My name's just genuinely Tiffany. Alright, how does this look, guys? I think it's really funny that it just... I think this is perfect. Thank you for the video! Bigger is better, I agree, but then I have to get rid of hydrate or dihydrate. I think I like hydrate or dihydrate a bit too much. The only Tiffany's you know being me and Tiffany Haddish is yeah, equal levels of fame. Okay, I'm genuinely gonna go piss girl. Actually, no, I don't think I need to pee, but I will be going to go fill up my water. I'll see you guys in a bit.
If I could begin to be half of what you think of me, I could do about anything. I could even learn how to love. When I see the way you act, wondering when I'm coming back, I could do about anything. I could even learn how to love like you.
We're so back, guys. always thought I might be bad. Now I'm sure that it's true, 'cause I think you're so good. And I'm nothing like you. Look at you go, I just adore you. I wish that I makes you feel I'm so special.
If I could begin to do something that does
You found a floating dark fantasy castle to study in. That's hilarious.
I would even learn how to love.
Alright, back to what we were playing before. Oop, I went too far. Excuse me. Oh, I went to the wrong thing again. I'm really good at this, guys. I am so competent, like, you can't even believe. There we go. I mostly can't hear it, because I have my desktop volume down. If you guys can hear it well or not well enough, do tell me. You know, I do want you guys to be able to hear me. Alright, we've got the multiply layer ready to go! Let's go for a pinkish purple. Let's see how we like that. How'd you like them apples? Oh, right, I forgot. I messed up the layers earlier. You back up. So I don't do that again. Aw, Tansy sends support. Hi, Tansy. We love you, Tansy. Ooh, wow, that's really dark. Anyways. Alright, I don't know why I'm looking over there as if there's anything to offer help. I don't have shadow help. I don't have a reference for this one. It just is what it is. Ooh, wait, no. If I do this... Yeah! Wonderful. Let me turn this down so we can see what it'll actually look like. Might need to go pinker. Go, I like the pink. That's lovely. Just watching cartoons all day is such a mood, to be honest. Like, in this economy, we can't be doing all this complex stuff. Ooh, I like the vocals. Oh right, I was gonna dump some Steven Universe lore on you guys. It was either gonna be chronological in terms of the episodes or chronological in terms of when the events actually happened. I think in terms of events might be a bit easier. I would put another bingo for Tiffany forgets what she's talking about, but I think it's mostly meant to be an art bingo I'd like it to be, so... Fortunately, cannot say Tiffany forgot what she was talking about. In particular with music, I do like vocals, Calamity, so I'm always down for vocals. It's just kind of hard to find songs with vocals that don't have lyrics and hence are very distracting when you're listening to them on a stream and stuff. Oh, nope. I think I'm just gonna do basically just above shadow. I'm not gonna do anything fancy. Yeah, exactly. Me forgetting what I'm talking about isn't a bingo. That's just my existence. So it's like taking a shot every time Tiffany speaks. It's like, well, that's literally my job right now. A really dangerous profession to take a drink every time I talked. We do like some chaos languages. Kakuse from the Promare movie uses some made up sounds that I really love. Really good. I'm trying to shorthand the shadow not being so dark at the edges, and it's not working too well. I think I got it though. Oh, not like that. Ooh, maybe I can blur the edge of this shadow and I'll like it more. Guess. It's not bad. No, that's the wrong side to be doing the blur shadow. It's coming from directly above. Down here is where any blur to the shadow would be occurring. Yeah, I think for my ultimate choice, I'm gonna go in chronological order instead of in episode order. So, guys, it's gonna be a lot of spoilers for, like, all of Steven Universe. Maybe I should put a little warning up that's like, warning! All of Steven Universe is being spoiled actively in this chat. Okay, so we are gonna want to start with the Great Diamond Authority. The Great Diamond Authority is a tyrannical dictatorship of which race is the gem kind. They're sentient rocks, basically. They form bodies out of corporeal light so that they can interact with the world, but their actual bodies, well, their minds are stored in rocks that look kind of like jewelry on their bodies. And these gems, they're called the Great Diamond Authority because they are ruled by the diamonds. There are 4 diamonds, white diamond, yellow diamond, blue diamond, and pink diamond. They all represent different things and they do different stuff around Homeworld. White diamond is like the ultimate authority. She represents control. Yellow diamond is strength and she deals with stuff like taking over, colonizing stuff, blah blah blah. Blue Diamond is the emotional one. She deals with people's feelings. She also does a bunch of colonizing, of course. And she makes sure people stay in line emotionally. Because the way the Great Diamond Authority work is kind of like communism. Because it's everyone pitches in as they should instead of say, oh, you pitch in because you get money. A lot of the time people like try and say like pearls are slaves, but the thing is pearls are no more slaves than anyone else is in the society. Everyone in the society has a role they must fulfill. Pearls are just the most easy to call a slave because their role in the society is as a personal servant. They are symbols of status and basically you only have them if you're the elite or that you need a pearl for whatever reason. Like having an important job, like like a diamond. Like all the diamonds have pearls, except White Diamond, who is above a pearl, but we will get to that. She does eventually get a pearl. So they're the 4 diamonds. Oh, I forgot to mention Pink. Pink is fun, joy, love and laughter. She does balls and stuff to keep up morale, the aristocrats dance at these balls. The diamonds do not dance. Fun is not actually a concept on Homeworld, which is where they live, which is the home world. That's their home. Alright, so the Great Diamond Authority exists by colonizing other worlds. The way a gem is made is that a kindergarten has to be used. So they inject diamond essence into the crust of the planet that they found, their spacefaring race, into the planet that they found. And then this is used to, the landscape is steadily drained of life to create gems who will then emerge from the rock face, Fault of Amigara style, like, this hole is mine. And then they will be birthed, if you will, as close to being born. But they're born fully formed, like they know their purpose from upon their creation. For example, the most common gem is a quartz, specifically amethysts. They are quartz soldiers. So they are like protectors, they take care of everything, they make sure they do the heavy lifting, basically they're tanks. And they're the frontline fighters, they're rough and tumble, all that sorts of stuff. The army in general. So that's how gems are formed. So to form gems, you must colonize a planet, which is not great for those planets, which then are drained of all life, get destroyed, and then oftentimes their planets are literally split apart because of the effort it takes to, make gems. Which is actually what happened to the gem homeworld. I don't have a picture of it, but if you were to look at the gem homeworld, you would see that it's actually split in half itself, and there are theories that this is because like white diamond, or maybe even all the diamonds, emerged from this planet, and so it completely wrecked it apart, and despite it being completely wrecked, it is still used as the gem homeworld. Right, so that's the Great Diamond Authority in a little bit of a nutshell, with a quick basis of gem society. Pink Diamond is the important one for our story. She really wants a colony. She wants to get her own planet because she doesn't have one. She's a bit childish compared to the other diamonds, and she is immature and young, if you will, despite gems being fully formed their entire lives. She has a bit of an immaturity, and the other gems sort of treat her like a child, specifically their child, but like they punish her, they do everything they can to make sure that they don't have to actually get rid of her because they love her. Even though, gems aren't meant to love, they're meant to never change and just do their duty and be perfect. But they love her, so they don't want to hurt her or get rid of her. And she is literally a symbol of the authority because she's one of the 4 diamonds. So without her, like, damn, you can't just get rid of one of your diamonds. Eventually, okay, this is the important part. Okay, so Pink Diamond, being a diamond, has a pearl. She loves her pearl, they have lots of fun, but the issue is Pink also has a temper. Pink has a temper, and by accident, while she's throwing her tantrums about wanting to have a colony, she throws a tantrum, and she's super powerful because she's a diamond, and she accidentally hurts her pearl. The pearl is healed, but it leaves such a traumatic wound on the pearl. Like I mentioned, gem bodies are corporeal light that is just emitted from their gemstone. So even though the gemstone is fixed, the actual mind that is within the gemstone struggles with what happened because that was a very traumatic event for her. And so she remains damaged and looking like she's damaged. In Homeworld, like, being damaged is like the worst thing that can happen to you. If you're not useful, there's no point to having you around. But because Pink loved that pearl so much, and also as a way to sort of remind her of her own faults, White Diamond, she has the ability to mind control, basically. She decides to take on Pink's old pearl now, her broken pearl, and basically taunts Pink with this pearl, using its voice and face to rule Homeworld as a proxy, because White Diamond doesn't usually get involved in affairs of state, if you will. Hydration time! I love your little script. That's wonderful, Calamity. Very important to hydrate. If you don't hydrate, you'll dehydrate. Right, so where was I? Right, so White basically flaunts around Pink's old pearl, who she damaged, as sign. And eventually, well, Pink gets another Pearl with whom she's incredibly different. She doesn't let her immaturity show and stuff. She's learned her lesson, if you will. She's scared to harm her new Pearl, you know? She doesn't want to harm her new Pearl, so she has a bit more maturity to her. She's incredibly cautious with her secrets and with how she feels around this new Pearl. Whee! Sorry if I get a bit distracted, I get locked in a bit. She's incredibly precious with this new Pearl, and she does eventually get her colony. White and Blue bestow upon her a colony, which is what the planet we get to know as Earth. So Pink gets put in charge of a colony, and she's like, man, this is kind of boring, actually. There's a base on the moon where she gets to watch everything go on Earth, and she's really interested in the stuff going on Earth. It's just she can't watch any of it. Like, she can't be part of it. She just has to watch. And Pink is like, oh, what am I gonna do? And her Pearl, her second Pearl, says, well, what if you disguise yourself as one of the court soldiers which are now emerging from the kindergarten on your planet? And she's like, oh my goodness, Pearl, you're a genius! And she disguises herself as a rose quartz, which are gems that she made on Earth herself in her own image. So she disguises herself as a rose quartz, and she gets to experience Earth at the ground level, like all her gems would, and as she's never seen before. And she realizes Earth is really cool, actually. She loves life, and in particular, she loves humans who have this capacity to change and grow and become different people in a way that gems aren't allowed to. So Rose discovers, oh my god, there's life on Earth, and it is precious, and I want to protect it. So Pink, or Rose, no, at this point she's both, but Pink decides, I have to stop colonizing this planet because the act of colonizing is destroying it. So she goes to Blue and Yellow, and she's like, can we stop production of this colony? I really don't want to hurt anyone on this planet. Like, life is precious and amazing on the planet Earth. Reference for you people who know Steven Universe songs. But Yellow and Blue are like, you begged us for a colony for centuries. Their gems are immortal, by the way. And you didn't... Yeah, hello, look, it's a pony butt. Right, so gems are immortal. And they're like, you begged us for a colony for centuries, and now you're bailing on it? You have to follow this through, Pink. And Pink is so mad. She decides, fine, I'll take matters into my own hands. Fine, I'll do it myself. And she starts a rebellion. She and her Pearl start fighting back against colonization efforts. They destroy places that are colonizing. They try and sabotage kindergartens, to the point where Blue Diamond decides to come to Earth and help Pink deal with these rebels, you know? She's like, alright, Pink, you don't have to handle this as your first colony, you know, let me handle it for you. And Rose Pink keeps trying to continue this rebellion. She's like, no, if I just scare gems off of Earth, I can have Earth be free and it'll be wonderful. As you can imagine, it's not going well. It's not working, and at some point, while Blue Diamond is on Earth, in her court is a Sapphire and her Ruby guards. Rubies are some types of soldiers. They come in groups because they're a bit smaller, and they're basically cannon fodder. Sorry, Rubies. So she's got 3 Ruby guards, and Sapphire has guards because she is a precious Sapphire. She can see the future. She can see how it'll unfold, you know? That's a really cool and interesting tool, right? You want, if you could have someone who could see the future, you want that, right? Anyway, so Sapphire and her rubies are part of Blue Diamond's court. One day, Rose and Pearl attack, try and scare off everyone. They poof a bunch of people. Gems, when they get sustained damage to the corporeal form, can retreat to their gem. Which is part of why they're immortal. Unless the gem breaks, they can just come back. They can reform. Not every seer is Morgana, Calamity. Yeah, right, yeah. So their Pearl is trying to sabotage and help out, and she tries to attack the Sapphire. Her Ruby guards are so upset by this, and specifically one of them, who has a gem on her hand, she refuses to let her Sapphire get damaged, and she breaks fate. Like, Sapphire did not see that this would happen, and she protects Sapphire from Pearl, and in doing so shoves her out of the way, and they fuse. Now this is where we introduce the concept of fusion. So gems can fuse, very much like Dragon Ball fusing. They can merge their corporeal forms into a single new being, which is more powerful and cooler, bigger as well. They form, Ruby and Sapphire form Garnet. In Garnet's own words, being a fusion is an experience. You aren't the same person. Well, you are the same person. You are both individuals and a new person. It's not just two people piloting the same body. You've genuinely made a new person? It's a bit trippy. Oh, I turned the volume up instead of down. Oopsies. Right, so the hive mind does command us all, which is funny because Calamity and I are part of a trio of hive minds. You couldn't have known it, but yet here we are. Right, where was I? Right, so they form Garnet. The thing is, cross-gem fusions are taboo in gem society because it is a form of freedom that cannot be allowed in our fascist dictatorship. It's like if fascism and communism met is basically what Homeworld is, like the extremes. If the people were communist but the authority was fascist, yeah. So oh, I see it. As part of the hive mind, yes indeed. I mean, I wasn't wrong saying mentioning you as part of the hive mind. Gem hive minds would be funny. They're not quite hive minds. They're not as insectoid as some of the creepier alien depictions in media. Right. Where's that? Right. So they form Garnet, which is completely taboo, and they unfuse immediately, but now the issue is Pearl and Rose dip. They're like, we should get out of here. This is, like, really extreme. Like, so they run off, and Ruby and Sapphire are probably gonna get shattered, killed, basically, if they stick around, because, like, this is a rule on Homeworld. You can't be fusing willy-nilly. This is against the Diamond Authority's, purview. So, in an effort to protect Ruby, Sapphire takes Ruby and they run into Earth. They go into hiding, and they get to know each other a bit because, well, what do you do now? You're both escaped convicts together. You get to know each other. It's really cute, and they kind of fall in love. And one day, they form Garnet again. And when they form Garnet, they're having such a good time, They're like, we are so cool. We're something entirely brand new. We're something entirely brand new. Like, no one's ever seen this before. And they run into Pearl, and the first people they run into are Pearl and Rose. And they're like, damn it, okay, we'll unfuse. It's fine, like, please don't hurt us. But Rose is like, oh my goodness, no, don't unfuse. Like, fusion is beautiful. It's like Earth. And she takes in Garnet as part of their rebellion, as the crystal gems. Because on Earth, everyone can be free, Everyone can be free and safe. Fusing under my roof. Bang. Hi, Pure Endless, welcome. Oh my god, yes, watch my live while you eat a meal. I am recapping the entirety of Steven Universe in chronological order, not by episode, but by the actual timeline of how things occurred in history of the story. So if you don't want spoilers or anything, I'd recommend you say that. I'm happy to stop and we can talk about something else. You don't have to leave. But I'm gonna continue. We've just gotten to the part where Rose and Pearl have discovered Garnet, and Garnet has joined the Crystal Gems. She's just joined the Crystal Gems because Earth is where you can be free. Alright, what important things happen after that? After that, way more gems start joining their cause. Like, loads of gems. Like, they don't want to follow Homeworld's strict laws. Oh, hi, Donuts! Well, hi. Hey, Donuts 1. Nice to meet you. We're talking about Steven Universe. Oh, I should make a little thing to say that. Hey, we're recapping the entirety of Steven Universe lore. This is Calamity, my lovely mod. Where were we? I keep losing where I am. Add that to the bingo card. Tiffany doesn't know what part of the story she was at. Right, so the Gem Rebellion gets bigger and bigger, and the Crystal Gems are fighting against Homeworld, but like they're much smaller group than the Diamond Authority. And Blue Diamond says something to Pink Diamond, which sets off a chain of events, which is a bit drama, a lot of drama. Blue Diamond tells Pink, "You don't get involved, I will take care of the rebels for you, because as long as you're here to rule Earth, the colony will be finished." And oh, that plants an idea into her head. Don't worry, Pure Endless. I from the beginning I did give like I've been giving a rundown in order, but like basically there's a society of people who are actually gemstones that have corporeal forms made of light, like projected from their gemstone. Oh my god! Oh no, my drawing! You've eaten shortcake. You've eaten the strawberry shortcake. Oh no! Right, so these corporeal light gems, they create more of themselves by colonizing planets, completely destroying them and all life on them. And they've made it to Earth, but the Diamond, who is the highest authority on Homeworld, the four diamonds, one of the diamonds, who's in charge of Earth, it's her first colony, so she goes down to Earth and she finds out, oh my god, I actually love life, and I love Earth. I don't want to destroy it, but the other diamonds won't let her not destroy it. So she decides to fake being a Rose Quartz, which is a quartz soldier. They're not special in any way, and decides to create a rebellion. Blah blah blah. The rebellion grows, and we are back caught up. Missing a lot of details, but we are now caught up with where I was. Okay, as a rebellion forms, right. And we just got into the bit where Blue Diamond has told Pink Diamond that as long as you're here to rule the colony, like, the colony will be accomplished. We will be finishing this. And that gives Rose the idea, what if Pink Diamond actually wasn't here anymore? So she decides to fake being shattered. She gives her Pearl the role of shape-shifting, because gems can shape-shift because their bodies are corporeal light. They can just look like whatever they want to, even though most of them present in a very feminine manner. They look like, most gems look like feminine humanoids. And they do use she, her pronouns, and all their most of their voice actors are women. Right, where was I? Yeah. So Pearl shapeshifts into Rose Quartz. Rose turns into her Pink Diamond form. And for their very final interaction as Diamond and the Pearl, Perilous, you do need to watch Steven Universe. It's an amazing show. You've kind of been majorly spoiled, though, about the most major plot things by me yap. Don't worry, I've been yapping so much, you've probably forgotten everything I've said already, which is the perfect way that I yap. So you don't have to remember any of it, so then when you actually watch the show, you don't know anything. Right. So, that all happens, that plan goes through, and now without Pink Diamond on the colony anymore, the other diamonds are like, okay, we can't just leave this be. We're gonna demolish Earth and just leave it alone. Because they're grieving. Their baby sister slash daughter is now dead. On that note, everyone hydrate. I really need some water. So white diamond, yellow diamond, and blue diamond come together to create this beam of light which strikes the earth and corrupts gems, because gems are corporeal forms made of light. And before I had mentioned how white diamond is control, yellow diamond is might is right and power, and blue diamond is emotion. So between the three of them, mind, body, and emotion, they corrupt the people on the planet, the gems on the planet of Earth. They destroy their minds, their bodies become monsters, and their emotions become completely frazzled, like they become mindless beasts. Perinless, I'm so glad that my yapping makes you interested in the show. I'm going in chronological order, so like as the events happen in history instead of as the events are revealed to us in the show. So like hopefully that will also help you forget what happened. Ooh, an iced tea. That's a good choice. Actually, Calamity, as my moderator, could you get me a tea as well? I would like a hot tea because I'm weird like that. I can't be having cold tea. I'm Asian. I forgot I have Thai tea downstairs. I should totally have some Thai tea during my next break. Thank you, Donuts, for enjoying the yap even though you don't know what's going on. Tiffany could yap and read the dictionary page by page and we'd still enjoy. Thank you, Calamity. You know I do like to yap and I love a captive audience. Perinless, thank you for the compliment. I think Shortcake was a really cute design, so I'm glad I'm able to make something cute to attack the person with. Aw, thanks, Donut, for subbing. I only talk during my live streams. When I tend to post on YouTube, it's edits of TV shows and stuff. Like, I do have some Steven Universe edits, BBC Merlin. We love BBC Merlin. And stuff like that. So you'll mostly hear my voices on stream with a little bit of music in the background. Oh, Calamity, I would love a black tea, please. British black tea is good. English tea, if you will. English breakfast. English breakfast is my favorite of the black teas. I don't know what to do with this tail. Where was I? Right. So the diamonds send down a corrupting beam onto Earth. Rose manages to protect herself, her Pearl, and Garnet, the OG crystal gems, because they were with her, and she protects them. But yeah, the rest of the planet doesn't share such a good fate. Ooh, I had completely forgotten to mention that before Pink Diamond was shattered, one of the crystal gems, Bismuth, she actually comes to Rose and she tells her, I've created a weapon that can shatter gems, which is like basically permadeath for gems, which they can't usually do. And we could do that. We could like shatter Pink Diamond with it so we can finally get rid of her and then the colony can be free. And Rose was like, absolutely not. You cannot be running around with a weapon to shatter people. Yeah. So Bismuth decided to do that, and Rose was like, no, and she poofs Bismuth and she bubbles her. A bubble is a gem ability which essentially puts whatever is inside it into stasis. So Rose puts Bismuth's gem into stasis so that she can't reform a corporeal body, and she has no idea of the passing of time. Right. Fast forward back to the corruption light. Garnet and Pearl are safe with Rose, and everyone else gets absolutely demolished. Bismuth is also safe at this point because she's in a bubble and actually in a interdimensional space, but don't worry too much about the interdimensional space. Not that plot relevant, especially at the moment. Yeah. So Pearl, Garnet, and Rose are safe, and the diamonds have completely retreated from Earth because they were like, F no. However, they did leave a little treat behind that no one except the diamonds know about, which is they've shattered like a 50 bajillion gems and they've forced their bodies together in a really crude approximation of fusion, which like Garnet is our pioneer of. She is the fusion person because she is basically the first fusion. She represents all fusions to the crystal gems because she was the first to be able to do it so freely. There are plenty of other crystal gems who were fusions, such as Crazy Lace Agate, who we only meet afterwards because she got corrupted by the light, but she yeah. So this is like a bastardized version of fusion. And the cluster is what it's called. It is shoved deep into the mantle of the earth, where it will slowly gain power, and it's essentially doing what the kindergartens do, where it gathers energy from the planet and it will eventually form a gem, but in this case a massive world-destroying gem that will destroy the Earth when it emerges, similar to a diamond. Perhaps the cluster was a failed attempt to make a replacement for Pink Diamond. No one really knows. You don't really explore the cluster into that much depth. Right. So with the diamonds having retreated, it's just Pearl, Garnet, and Rose on Earth now. They're lost the crystal gems, but Earth is free from the tyrannical diamonds, I guess. However, the corrupted crystal gems and other homeworld gems that weren't able to escape Earth in time, they have to be hunted down because they pose a threat to the organic life on the planet. So the crystal gems have to hunt them. A couple thousand years into the history of Earth, a couple thousand years before the start of the show in canon, which is like probably in the 2000s or 2010s or something. Like, people have flip phones pretty regularly. I don't know. And they have like maximum an iPhone 5 sort of era by the end. So maybe a little bit after the corruption, in one of the kindergartens, a gem emerges. Very, very late, because all the gems on Earth should have emerged already. But one gem emerged very, very, very late from the kindergartens, and because of this, she was overcooked, if you will. So she's really overcooked, so she's really, really small, and she's an amethyst. So, and then maybe a long time after she emerges, she's all alone in the kindergarten, and one day, Rose, Pearl, and Garnet find her, and they welcome her, of course, because she's basically an Earthling. She's from Earth. I've been dawdling on this because I'm actually done with this attack, I think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make a background and then we'll be all done. Alright, so, the Amethyst joins Crystal Gems. So Amethyst has joined the Crystal Gems now, and for 5,000 years or something, they're just going around the world, battling corrupted gems, being part of history. Mexico is called Aqua Mexico and doesn't exist anymore. It's under the ocean, so I think the Atlantis Mexico. Russia has a giant crater in the center of it that is so big it also gets rid of Mongolia and part of China area. Oh my god, Amethyst mention! We love Amethyst. The gem and the gem. Small G and big G gems. So they go around Earth doing history. I can't guarantee you that Hitler existed anymore because of this. Let's get a circle, I think. Yeah, let's do an ellipse. I don't want to keep the aspect ratio. Which button is that? Ooh, don't like that. Ooh. Oh, I need to fill. Right. A couple thousand years go by, and Rose Quartz, she loves humans, right? But she meets one human called Greg. Rose adores Greg, and Greg is also a bit different than other humans because he basically leaves behind everything he knows to be with her. because he has nothing else. And he's really into her. And it's like they're very cute together and everything. And Rose decides, I want to have a human child. How could this be? How could a rock have a child with a human being? She shapeshifts a womb and becomes the child. Sort of. So Rose creates a tape. In this tape, she basically says everything she needs to her future child. She tells her child, Earth is wonderful, like so wonderful that I am going to become one with the Earth. By passing on, basically, I'm going to get rid of my consciousness, I'm going to combine my body, I'm going to grow a human in me, and I will input my gem into it. And you will become a whole new thing that's never existed before. Becomes child cutely! Yeah, exactly, donuts. Oh, the song in the background it should be in the little tab on the side here. It's Yorha Ambiance from Nier Automata. I don't think they might have. Hey, come on, open. Open says me. I'm trying to open the description. Okay, it doesn't have. It doesn't have specific timestamps for what music it is. For Glory of Mankind might mean something. Calamity might know more. Yeah. Yeah, it is very heavenly and beautiful, I do agree. Right. Greg Universe and Rose have a child together called Steven Universe. Rose gives up her corporeal form in a very beautiful metaphor for your mother dying in childbirth with you, and Greg has to raise Steven on his own. Like, they knew, like, Rose would be gone after they did this, but it still hurts, you know? And the remaining crystal gems, Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl, they have to live with this now because their Rose is gone. Their Rose is gone! Like, that's their parental figure, the person who took care of them when things went bad. Oh, sorry. With Steven's birth and Rose's death, let's all have a hydration break. I need to drink some water. A couple years go by, Greg and the Gems manage to raise... My Rose! Greg and the Gems manage to raise Steven pretty well, and they decide, as Steven is getting older, he needs to embrace his gem side a bit more. So, the Gems build him a house in front of the temple on the beach. They live in Beach City, a fictional beachside city. They live on the boardwalk, and the Gems live in this big temple woman that resembles the fusion of Amethyst, Garnet, Pearl, and Rose. They live in a temple, magic, on the beach. And they decide to build Steven a little house so he can live with them, and Greg, of course, still lives in town, so he's okay. So Steven moves in with the Gems. He creates the titular theme song. We are the crystal gems. We'll always save the day. And if you think we can't, we'll always find a way. That's why the people of this world believe in Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl, and Steven! Because Steven's a crystal gem too, because he is his mom. And that is around where the show starts. So a few years after that, like maybe Steven's maybe like 8 years old or something when the house gets built, and he is about 13 when the show starts and he's living with the Gems. God, Steven is sans? What? There's a lot of lore to that meme, actually. We'll get to that as we go. So, Steven's been born, he's getting older, he's 13 years old now, and the show starts! Steven doesn't know shit about gems, and about Homeworld, and everything I just told you, he doesn't know any of it. He just knows about Earth, and he knows that Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl take care of him. They are his aunt's mother figures. because his actual mom is dead and they have a portrait of her above his bedroom door. Because his quote-unquote bedroom is actually an entire house that's attached to the front of the temple. He has a kitchen because the gems don't need to eat because they get all their power from their gems. He has a toilet because gems don't need to go to the toilet because they only need the toilet because they don't consume food, they don't need the toilet unless they shapeshift digestive system. And he has a bed because gems don't need to sleep. Though Amethyst, as a gem that was born and raised on Earth and never actually experienced anything about Homeworld except third hand through Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl. Sorry, Garnet and Pearl. She herself does not know anything about Homeworld. Well, I think I'm finished with the attack as well. Let me... Yeah, I think I'm all done. Let's go with that. We never got to know how Steven Universe ends because the fandom. Oh, well, the issue with how Steven Universe ends is that Rebecca Sugar had to. What is going on here? Hold on. Rebecca Sugar had to. Well, Rebecca Sugar was forced to end the show early. Rebecca Sugar refused to compromise on her LGBTQ rep, so when deciding to give Garnet a wedding, because Garnet is a fusion, Ruby and Sapphire decide to get married, for reasons I will explain as we go. Rebecca Sugar was given the ultimatum, you either get rid of the wedding, or we're only giving you 6 more episodes. So Rebecca Sugar says, well... so Rebecca went, okay, we're only gonna have 6 more episodes because I refuse to compromise on my queer rep and on Garnet specifically because Garnet is like everything the show stands for. Hyper Endless, LGBTQ rep, let's go! Ooh, City of Ruins is such a cool name for a soundtrack. That's amazing. Right. Is that background nice? I like this background. Maybe I should do a white background. Let me try that out, that might be cool. Ooh, no, I don't like that. Alright, this is good. Right. So Rebecca only got 6 more episodes, so the ending of Steven Universe was kind of insanely fast. Like, they got all their points across, but also it was very clear that, like, there was so much not developed properly. Yeah. Just let us be gay, especially Ruby and Sapphire. Oh, right. I'm struggling with OBS. Sorry, give me a sec. I want to get this out of the way. Move this here, so you guys can join me as I attack this person. There we go. Attack! White circle instead of pink. Actually, that might be a thought. Let me try it out. Like a dream, the tree of life covers me. I kind of like it. I don't think it works though. Alas. Right, anyways, yeah. So Rebecca, the end of Steven Universe was very, very rushed because Rebecca Sugar got no time to do the stuff. Okay, full body. This person doesn't technically have a name. Clean sketch, clean color. I think that counts as fully shaded. No simple or photo background. Image. So we've hit the beginning of the show now. We can absolutely... Sorry. We can absolutely continue talking about the show proper, because now we're getting into chronological events in general. Like, the show and the events themselves both happen chronologically. Ooh. That's very... I think that's fun. If I just do the eye here in the thumbnail. We're not hating, we're attacking this person on ARTFIGHT. An attack is how we fight on ARTFIGHT. It's really just a gift of art. But it's an attack! We fight! If you guys want, we can continue talking about Steven Universe in chronological order, or... Oh, I'm actually gonna be worse at Steven Universe recapping than I would be at the history of the world. Let's see how many attacks we're gonna get for this. 56! Wow! Yeah, that was Steven Universe. There's this attack. I think that this turned out very cutely. This is very nice. Very nice. Why do I have notifications? Hi, hey donuts. You just watched Grumpy! Hi, Grumpy! You just watched the business episode! Oh my goodness, that's amazing! I'm so happy to see you! Like, the gang's all here. All we need is Tansy now, but she's listening to the audiobook in the gang in the BBC Merlin server, so it's just Grumpy, Calamity, and I today. Grumpy, you just missed me recapping the entire chronological lore of pre-Steven Universe Day lore. Like, I recapped from the creation of Homeworld to Steven moving in with the crystal gems on the beach. You missed so much! What drama? Right, since we've just submitted an attack, so it's time to hydrate everyone. Welcome, Grumpy, to my really bad layout. Where'd my CSP window go? Guys, we flushed my CSP window. I can't believe I've done this. I'm gonna have to make a new one. No, bye donuts! It was lovely seeing you. We were very happy to have you. Okay, my CSP's really misbehaving. Let's make this bingo card nice and big now. So you guys can see I have not completed the bingo card. No, the bingo card is to make you guys hydrate every time I make an issue. What was I doing? Alright, I was trying to make Clip Studio exist on my... Oh my god, my laptop is steaming! You at me, hello! We just finished an attack, so you also arrived at the end of an attack. I might do another straight away now though, so we're okay. There we go, I fixed it. I was having an issue, but we're okay now. I'm not even gonna use it at the moment, so it doesn't matter. Back in the corner you go, because you're not important right now, because we're not drawing, so you can go over there. Yeah, the music is Calamity's contribution. It is ambiance from Nier. Oh, we just finished from Nier Automata. You've missed an hour and 2 seconds of wonderful music, and now we don't have anything else to play. We've done Steven Universe, we've done My Little Pony, and now we've done Nier Automata. Lots of options. We were considering Breath of the Wild ambiance as well. Who knows? In terms of art fighting, I was thinking about attacking Dead Zone and Anonymous, who joined us for the last stream. So let's check out their characters. Let's check out Dead Zone first. Oh, we're on Team Comedy. We love it when we're on opposing teams. Welcome to the Page of Terror. The devil's always looking for more clientele. But Revenge and Friendly Fire, focusing on traditional art, which they did mention when they were here. Nope, I was right to guess he, him pronouns. Sometimes you just get the vibe, you know? Also, Dead Zone is a wonderful he, him name. Characters are not ordered in a particular manner. Called Seb, Kyle, what other names? Okay, guys, if Dead Zone comes back, we have to call him Seb, just to really baffle him. Oh, there are some friends. There's one in Mystery. Let's check out this Mystery friend. Very cool. Very cool. Not my sort of characters I would draw, unfortunately, so I won't follow, but that was very cool. Some recent followers. Hi, Calamity! Stardew Valley ambiance. I've never listened to anything Stardew Valley related. I take requests. Just the complete soundtrack, I guess. I can't hear it that well. It's mostly for you guys. Always tell me if the volume has an issue, of course. Now, back to it. Check out Dead Zone's characters. No suggestive and not safe for work content. Do not use the characters to promote religious or political beliefs. Do not use the characters to promote hateful ideologies. This is a good marker of what they think is hateful ideologies. This is important. Do not change body types, such as making chubby characters skinny, skinny chubby. Do not change the race of characters, of course. Do not romanticize or glorify any of the trauma they've gone through. Don't copy or steal. Please avoid color picking them to a mass degree. That is such an interesting thing to say. Allowed to draw gore, heavy or light. I enjoy it. Interesting. Don't create weird, unsafe dynamics. Angst is a yes. Do not use characters as a profile picture or promotional purposes unless you are given permission. You hear that, guys? Never draw pro ships. The issue I have with the term pro ship is that in concept, pro ship is just ship and let ship, if you will. Yeah, Grumpy, actually this would be a great one for you in terms of not color picking for a mass degree. A very good person for you to attack. My issue with pro ship is that in concept it just basically means ship and let ship, but it has been used to specifically talk about people who do ship problematic or less or more taboo subjects. Not even just enjoy them, just ship specifically as well. So when you say don't draw pro ship stuff doesn't actually mean anything. It's like, oh, don't draw tolerated stuff. And I'm like, we're kind of lost it. What they really mean is don't draw problematic stuff with their characters. They have mentioned incest earlier, such as weird or unsafe dynamics. But come on, guys, in the age of the internet, you cannot be throwing around words that don't mean what they mean. Alright, that's my rant over. Back to characters. We have some very cute characters. I do like their shadows. The shadow characters are very cool. They're cool and cute. I'm also cleaning my glasses, so
Can't actually see what's on the screen that well. Nor can I scroll. Alright, my eyes are back on. Let's continue. Ooh, I love Eloon's hair. That's very cute. Ooh, we got a second page. Belle is cool. I like their horns. Homestuck mention. Let's see. Oh, Cupid is a love letter. That's so cute. Alexa, play Cupid by... Oh damn, what's his name? Bill something Solber's... Jack Solber's Micropop? Alright. We can excuse a misuse of words, Calamity, but I'm still gonna call it out because how do we learn otherwise? Zoink is such a cute name. I also like their hair. I'm gonna check out Zoink. Zoink, you were very fun. Oh, Zoink has a tail! Zoink has a tail! Are those are those like, what are they called? The little spines on lizard backs. Semi-nervous. Adores random things. Favorite items include battery quartz crystal, quartz mention, yellow rubber duck with yellow horns like his own. I could not tell you what those mean off the top of my head. Sometimes his tail isn't visible, but he swears it's always there. He has a Dyscalculia. Wonderful. His tail's optional, but the plush-like spikes are not optional. Ooh, what's the lore there? I do like the shirt that looks like a brick wall. B-Tool gives you a union of two shapes. Who's B-Tool? Oh! B-Tools. Oh, the double crown! The legs are very cool, but I don't think I can pull those off. I think Zoink has caught my attention so far. Cupid definitely has. Why, Cupid, how can you be so rude? Letter currency in the hypothetical event. Their ship name is Letter Basket. That's wonderful. This pillow friend. Peter! Hi, Peter. Twisted Peter. Overcome with sadness and grief at being separated from the only one who seemed to understand him, this Twisted attempts to sleep forever. When he wakes periodically, those spotted will be unable to move. That's cool. I like it. We love an angel. Got a Splatoon OC. Lots of cool stuff here. Eloon also caught my eye. Lakshmi also caught my eye. Hi Lakshmi, I love your tail. On an unregistered dwarf planet! Ah yes, the quippy, sarcastic one who comes off as an asshole even though they're not actually. Hi Grumpy. I like Jay, very classic little guy. This is hard, I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna go look at Anom. Maybe Anom will have a bit more. We'll have something else that might catch my eye straight away. I'm also kind of tired. Oh, bingo card. I mean, I nearly said, I might leave soon and then proceeded to stay on for 2 hours. But I haven't said it yet. Doesn't count. So cute. Oh, Anom hasn't gotten any attacks yet. Ah! Ah! Goodness, okay. We've not got any attacks yet. You definitely have to do the one they have ranked highest. Ooh, look at Jackie's cute little outfit. Can't see with how I drew, but her eyes are reddish brown, an amber color. Has everything she ever needs in her crossbody bag and giant vest pockets. Stubborn mama bear to her friends, kind, thoughtful, and protective. Arrow ace, nothing not safe for work, no AI, no body horror, gender swap, whitewashing. Can do different outfits with big pockets. Can draw with characters, can do mild gore. What are we looking at in terms of global permissions? Not safe for work, body horror, AI, race, gender changing. Shipping, hit art. Ooh. Link to ARTFIGHT profile when posting on social media. All forms of art are appreciated. Thank you from a nom. Yeah, so Jackie's definitely getting attacked at some point. Let's save. You guys can come see how I save my my references. Ooh. What did I do? Anyways. Excuse me, why has my CSP window closed again? There we go. Wait, no, that's not CSP. Excuse you. Hello? Why have you done this to me? Oh, that's just rude. Alright, I'm gonna have to delete you. Can't believe you've done this. What is going on? Okay, you guys can't see my CSP window, it's fine. It's probably because my laptop is 500 degrees right now, which is also another sign that I should probably get out of here. So after this, I suppose I will have to leave you. But first, let's save all my... Let's save all these. Ooh. Just save some important information. Don't want to forget anything, you know? I finally sound British. What is with you? What do you mean? Calamity was also saying I sound more British than usual. What is going on? Is it because, I don't know, I guess when I perform more, like when I'm reading things out loud, I do tend to sound more British because that's like my professional settings, as that's what I've experienced. Yeah, Grumpy, I always sound British. You just haven't noticed because I'm around more British people. Let's save this file. The character is Jackie from Anonymous Boots. Let's attack. Alright, that's saved. I'm gonna close CSP because OBS cannot handle this. Do I have any notifications floating around? Wait, I can close this notification because I have checked on them. Who is Ivy Serenade? Very cute, very cute. And then donuts! We're so happy to have donuts. What characters were there? Ooh! Ooh! I love this. It reminds me of this character from an Instagram comic I'm following at the moment. I really love that. Yeah. Oh yeah, I genuinely noticed the other day, Grumpy, when you were in call with us, Calamity was talking, and you just randomly started gaining a nice
terrible Britishisms upon some of your words. Water break, water break. And I think that's all from me tonight. Oh my god, Grumpy! I need to show you my my hydrate screen. Oh. This is what I use when I need to take a break. I love this screen so much. Alright, final sip of water. And I'm gonna say bye to everyone. I'm really tired. I'm gonna go to bed. I've had a lot of socialization today. I've live streamed twice. I've talked with my siblings. So much happening, you know? Can't be doing all of this. I might create a goodbye screen as well, that'd be fun. Isn't this screen wonderful? I love it. Alright. Like Calamity said, subscribe if you want to, like the stream. Thanks for being here tonight, and have a lovely rest of your... whatever's left of your day. It might even be the next day, though I doubt it. Grumpy is definitely behind, and Calamity same time zone as me. I can't wait to see my next Steven Universe edits either! I don't know what I'm gonna make. I have been considering changing what editing software I use, because I currently use CapCut, but like I hear like other stuff is better, like Blur with 2 R's, and I forget the other, a light motion or something? I don't know. I might try some stuff out. I don't have any specific ideas at the moment, so you know, anything goes. Let's close up shop. Let me close this tab. Alright. It's just you, me, and OBS. Bye, everyone. So good to see you. Thanks for coming. Don't forget to